Yo, yo, yo. Mark and Mark's Tarot. Mm. It's not even there. Hey Moon, how you doing? I'm doing good, thanks. Cool. That's tomorrow. Okay, cool. That's tomorrow. Okay, that's good. Yeah, sure. You can give me a rune oracle. I'll take that. Thanks for offering. I appreciate it. I haven't had a rune oracle in a while. I'll take one. Today I actually have this deck. It's called Heal Yourself Reading Cards. Haven't used this in a while. Mm. Ooh. I got ginger and lemon tea. Try to soothe my throat from coughing. I feel good. It's just a matter of getting rid of it. Yes, I know. I know you wouldn't do that. Okay. Let's see what this card is. Number 32. Okay. Yeah, it tastes pretty good. Your card, Moon, is Phoenix Rising, number 32. And this card says, you may feel that you are walking through the fires of light right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not recognize yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try not to isolate yourself from the chaos. Try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal it. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. So there you go. Out with the old and with the new. Phoenix rising. I like that. Things are going to change so that way you can be better. Nothing wrong with that. I'll take that. I'd rather drink coffee, but I can't drink coffee right now, so I gotta drink my lemon and ginger tea. Yep. So there you go. It's a good message. That's always been the Phoenix Rising. Has always like been a powerful card, a powerful saying, especially for women. So that's good. Hello, Miss Nurse Barbie. How are you this evening? Yeah, I know you've already pretty much said what was going on a couple nights ago or last week sometime. Yeah. Yeah, it's the perfect card for that situation. How you doing, Barbie? All good? I've told a lot of people that on my channel in the past 3 years that I've been on here, I've met a lot of nurses. Some do not want to know that you're a nurse, but I've dealt with various nurses, nurses that are in hospitals, nurses that are in hospice, nurse care, private nurses. So it's nice to have those type of people around. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's going to continue to be that way, Moon. You know, the good and the bad come together. We have to cipher out the bad to make the good continue. Yep, I'm doing good. I'm getting better. I feel better today. Less coughing, not as rough coughing as usual. Hey, Nia. Hey, Davik, how you doing, bro? So yeah, it's I'm trying to drink lemon and ginger tea and scoops of honey. I've taken my cough medicine twice already. I got to take it again later. But I'm feeling a lot better. Less mucus is coming out of my body, so that means it's dying off. I took 2 Tylenol today, so I really don't take Tylenol. I try not to take any tablets at all, but I take these little Tylenol thingies. I hate taking pills. To me, it's like, you sure you don't got the dollar store version? Okay. No, I don't. No, I know I don't. That C word thing is scared of me. See, it doesn't come to people like me. See, those things don't come my way. See, because you know, I would elaborate, but I've already elaborated on that subject many times. But when you're a man of faith and a man of God, and God loves you and respects you for what you do for Him, and you know you just don't use Him as a convenience, and you actually thank Him, then you become free of all those things. But you have to believe it. So that's my answer to that. God is great. A lot more people need him now than ever, that's for sure. They're going to. Here it's been windy all day. We've had like severe bad weather. It's been up to 50-mile-an-hour winds. It's been raining. It's still raining on and off. The wind has died down a lot, thank God. It's actually gone down to 30 now, so it's not that bad. I got a lot of cleaning up to do on Monday because tomorrow I'm not working, but Monday I got a lot of cleaning up to do. Absolutely. And your guardian angel could be, your grandmother you never met, your great grandmother you never met, your father, your mother. Sometimes people never see their dads, their moms, their grandmas. And I believe that our guardian angels is someone that we don't know, or someone that we do know and then gets assigned to us. It all depends on how you look at it, but I do believe in it, yes. Guardian angel is also a term that we can use for, somebody who's passed away. Some people would say, hey, look, my mom passed away. I was really close to her and, she's my guardian angel now. So you can say it like that. Or what I believe is sometimes people that we don't know as our guardian angel, they get assigned to us when we're born. That's what I believe. People can pick and choose whatever they want to believe, but I do believe in it, yes. Nia, you just sent me a donation. I just got it on my phone, but I haven't got it on here yet, which I don't know why. It came to my phone first. That's why I love my new phone. I get all my notifications on my phone now. My other phone wouldn't give me any notifications at all. Do they work a regular work week? I don't want them to around all the time. You know what I mean? Particular extra. I believe that spirit's not around you all the time. I believe that, they go from place to place because everybody in the world knows multiple people. Everybody in this room right now knows people that have passed away and you believe they're your spirit, helpers and guides or whatever you want to call them, your past loved ones, whatever. And I believe that they go from house to house, place to place. I believe that they go on vacations they've never been to. And that's what I believe, That's what they believe. That's what I believe. Hey, well, that's good, Barb. You're a guardian angel to a lot of people, your clients, people you take care of. They look at you as their guardian angel. So that's something to be proud of. I'm more of a protector. I like to protect everyone. All right, Nia, you said how to connect with your ancestors. Well, I don't need cards for that. But if you want to connect to your ancestors, all you got to do is pretty much the best thing to do, to be honest, is to get pictures of your family tree, like the people that you don't know. Because usually your ancestors are people you don't really know, you never met, because they're your ancestors, they're older. Like your great grandmas or your great grandfathers or whatever. The best way to connect with them is to find pictures of them so you actually know who you're talking to. See them in the picture. If you can't get pictures, then what you can do is, you get to a point where you, you get yourself to a place where you can close your eyes. It's all, quiet. And then you sit there and you light a white candle. The first thing you do is ask for protection of your the spirits that are. So if there's someone that's passed away that you trust, you bring them in first. And then you say you want to meet your ancestors. You want your ancestors to come towards you, show themselves in your dreams, do things like that. But it's something that you have to figure out who you're talking to first, because you could be talking to anybody will show up. So if you have pictures of your great grandparents or anyone in your family you've never seen, they're your ancestors. So maybe ask your grandma and your grandpa for their pictures of their mothers and fathers. So that way you know who you're talking to. Then you take a picture of that with your phone, take a screenshot of it, look at those pictures every day, ask them to help you, ask them to come forth. And then when you ask that, your grandfathers died before you were born. Yeah, see, so ask your parents for their pictures. So that's even better for you because you don't know them. So those are your ancestors, they're close. So if you can get physical pictures of them, and put them on your phone before you go to sleep every night, you look at them, you analyze them, you make that photogenic memory of those people in your mind. And then you talk to them, get their names, so you say, hey, Grandpa Mark or Grandma Mary or whatever, address them, talk to them, say their names, look at the pictures, every day or every other day you pray, you ask them to help, you ask them to give you signs, and then they're going to end up showing up in your dreams, and you actually see them and you actually get to know them through your dreams, through signs, through ways, and through things like that. So that's how you can connect with them. You have to ask them for permission first, but you have to actually know what they look like. So try to get the pictures so you can know who you're talking to, because you could just be talking to anybody and then you won't be analyzing anything. So that's how you can connect to your ancestors. And you can also, if you have a deck of cards, like, I don't know if you mess around with tarot or whatever. And even if you don't have tarot, you can get yourself a pendulum, or you can make a pendulum. It's very easy. So you can get a yes and no answer out of them. So what you do is if you have your picture of your grandfather on your phone, you say, hey, Grandpa Joe, it's me, Nia, your granddaughter. I would like to connect with you. I want to know if you can help me. I want to know if you can nudge me in the right direction. Whatever you want from them, just ask. And they're helping you right now regardless. But if you want, to make it your personal thing to get their help, then you can do it like this. You don't have to be a psychic. You can just get a pendulum, or you can get cards, and then you can just say, hey, Grandpa, I see you in the picture. I want you to let me know, am I talking to you? Then it'll say yes, it'll say no, whatever. Once it says yes and you bring him in, then you can start talking to him through cards or through your pendulum. I've already explained this before. That's how you do it, Well, with your ancestors, you don't have to do that, because I'll teach you how to do it right now. So if you have tarot cards, right, what you do is, I don't know if you read reversals or anything like that. But if you don't read reversals, that's fine. So say you're looking on your phone at your grandfather and you say, hey, Grandpa, I want you to let me know if I'm talking to you. So what you do is you shuffle the cards a couple times, 3 or 4 times, or whatever you want to do, whatever your way is. What I do is I shuffle the cards like this. I go 1. Before I shuffle them, I say, hey, Grandpa, I would like you to let me know if I'm talking to you. Let me know if we have a connection. Can I please talk to you through the cards? So then you ask, the first question I would suggest to ask is this really you? Am I really talking to you? I'm looking at your picture and I want to talk to you. So today I want to ask you, are you here with me right now? So say you pull the star card, right? And it's upright. So that's a yes, right? That'll say yes. Or even better yet, if the emperor comes up, which is an older man looking like a grandfather, then that's him. Or if you get a card that resembles him, it could be him. It definitely could be him because you're getting the card that symbolizes him, right? Either way, if the card is upright, you're getting a yes answer. Now, if you get the 8 of swords, then that's probably not him, right? So you have to keep asking and calling his name until you get him. Once you get him, he's going to push in line. He's going to be like, okay, Nia wants my attention. I got to get her my attention. So once you get his attention, you say, hey, Grandpa, I want to ask you, a few questions. Then you ask him through your cards what you want him to tell you. And that's how it goes. It's very simple, but you have to get him to respond to the question first, to ask him if it really is him, because someone else can interfere. So you got to make sure you clear your energy. I suggest light a white candle, pray before you do it, ask for, him to connect with you first, call his name, then talk to him through that and you'll be fine. That's the way you do it. And you can do it through the whole ancestry. It takes a while, but you get it. You'll get to do it. Moon, you say, maybe while you're discovering a solution to a long-standing problem, finding a technique for meditation program and bringing more in your life, also relate to study of the control teachings of the adepts. Yeah, I'm actually trying to find a solution to a long-standing problem, which is getting solved as every day goes by. So yeah, Moon, you're right about that. So yeah, Nia, I hope that made sense to you, but that's the answer to that question. Barb, you said I had errands today. I was so hoping I didn't have to call you to change a flat. I'll change your flat for you. I'll do it for you, Barb. I would. I know how to do it. All right, let's check, Nia. Nia, it's very simple. Anybody can do it. And I encourage everyone to do that. So that's that's my way of talking to spirit. And oh right, because of the retrograde. So that's Nia, that's something that I've done plenty of times. I talk to spirit sometimes through a pendulum, or sometimes I talk through him through the cards. And that's like mediumship through cards. Like sometimes I know I'm a medium. I can talk to spirits that are open to talking, but sometimes I have to use my cards to get their interpretation because I can't really connect with them on a high level because they're not fully open to saying what they want to say because their spiritual ways are not completely the way they really want to, or if that makes sense, or they can also be the same person they were on earth, quiet, not really wanting to say anything. They don't want to say nothing to cause problems. Some people are quiet, they don't like to say anything. And then you have those people that talk your ear off. It's the same thing in spirit, Some of them change, some of them don't. All right, Nia, let's check. But Nia, I feel like your grandpa is around you, and he's like, I feel like he doesn't have like, I feel like he was like bald on top, but he still had some hair left, and he had like hair around the sides, like and on top it was bald, but on the sides he still had hair. And I feel like he was like short, and he had like a lot of like what do you call those things? Um, like how they have like the like people have like those brown little spots on them. It's not a mold, but it's like I call them signals. Like you have like little spots on you. Fuck, I can't even remember what you call it in they have a word for them, but it's not a birthmark, but it's like like little spots. People get them and they get older. They get them sometimes, so sometimes they have them on them already. A lot of people are born with them. Like you get those little brown spots on you. I forget what you call them, and I call them signals. But I feel like he looks like that because I got a guy around you, and he's like your grandfather. Yeah, yes, age, spots, freckles. Yeah, thanks, Bob. I feel like he has theirs on his head or around his body, like they're visible. And this guy, I feel like he could be your grandfather or your great grandfather. I know you never met him, but I see this guy around you. Though. All right, so spirits, the message from spirit and from this person is try not to keep yourself in a downfall state of mind. Don't feel like people are your downfall. Don't feel like you have to punish yourself. Don't feel unhappy. If you've gone through weird experiences and you expect to fail, then you will. So have the ability to recognize your goals instead of your fears. Focus on what you can. You can't control everything, but you can control a certain amount of your life, obviously. Spirit saying there's going to be difficult situations arising around you. You're going to be worried and concerned because you might have to change certain ways, certain things. If you're looking to change or like start a new project, they're saying like whatever you want to start new, just take your time and get more information about it before you actually start it. They also are saying that you expect difficulties and changes. You're waiting for like things to come your way or just things to happen. You might be struggling right now with your mind and the way you think, how things are not really going the way you want it to go sometimes. They want you to be more disciplined and stay away from your enemies. And they say that there is, people around you or a person around you, I would say, not people, but there's a person around you and they they're like your hidden enemy. Like they're in the background watching your every move, or they're trying to figure out what you're doing. Could be your ex, because I got a guy here. So it could be a guy like watching your every move, seeing what you're doing, what you're about, how you're going about your life, to see if you're doing anything that they can like harp on or talk about you about. The last thing Spirit wants you to know is use your common sense, be practical, don't hide your emotions. And they might be telling you this because you do hide your emotions. You're not really expressing yourself as freely and as open as you want. And they're saying that express yourself more. Say more to the people that you need to say things to. Hey, Brownie, how are you? So, Nia, Spirit wants you to open your throat chakra. Say what you have to say. Do what you have to do. They want you to get more knowledge, more like stop judging yourself. They said if you want to get, to learn more things, to educate yourself more, then go ahead and do it. But be practical about it. And they say that you might feel restrained by people around you. Might say, oh, don't do that, don't do this. Or if you do that, it's not going to work. They're saying don't listen to those outside voices. Don't listen to the outside world. Do what's best for Nia and don't do what's best for everybody else. So that's Spirit's message for you in general is to express yourself more. Don't hide your emotions. Put it all out there on the table and you'll get somewhere. But you got to use your common sense in every aspect of starting something new, waiting for things, worrying, controversies, being unhappy. They want you to be happier, and they feel like you can be happier, but you're not trying hard enough. So they want you to express yourself, be more emotionally free to people around you, and say what you have to say. Don't hold back. You don't have to be rude, but say what you have to say, what's on your mind. And that's the best thing. That's the best advice that Spirit has for you, is to think before you speak and do what you have to do. Yeah, I feel it is him, because I got a guy here that's always worried about you and always checking on you to see if what you're doing. I've told you that before, but I feel like that person is still, going to be checking on you for the next couple months to see what you're up to. But even in your work life and your day-to-day life, just try not to anticipate the worst. Always think positive and always go on that straight path. Yeah. See, and that's what they're saying, that you're restraining your throat from saying what you have to say. And you can express your emotions. You don't have to be quiet. They're saying that you don't have to be quiet. You got to express yourself when you need to. I always have this saying, closed mouths don't get fed. So if your mouth is closed, you're not going to eat. You're not going to get fed. When it's time to eat, don't you go and say, oh, I want this, I want to order that. If you go to a restaurant and you sit there and you don't say anything, they're going to tell you get out. But if you talk, you get what you want, right? So they're saying that you need to express yourself more and be more open to freedom of speech. But don't do it in a way where it's going to get you in trouble. Don't just outright say fuck the world and fuck everybody and you need to hear me and blah 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 blah. You got me? So that's not what they're saying. They're not saying to do it in a malicious way. They're saying doing it in a common sense way and being a practical person about it. So that's what they want you to do. But I do see a man around you, and it looks like your grandfather. I don't know if he looks like that. Yeah, F the world. Yeah. They don't want you to act, they want you to think like that, but not in a bad way. Like, don't go around publicizing your life. You know what I mean? That's my mentality every day, is fuck everybody. I'm going to do what's best for me, because I used to care too much. Now I only care about people who care about me. But that's a good message, Nia. It's a good thing. I'm glad you asked me that first question, because a lot of people have a hard time with that too. But you're already a step ahead because you have cards and you can figure out how to talk. Now you know how to talk to your ancestors. And it'll help you a lot. It'll make you more confident and make you, more freely to talk. So, but I do get your grandfather around you. So he's trying to help you. And if you're like the only child, that's why they probably help you. Or if you're the only daughter in your family, they're trying to help you. Or if you're the youngest, they're trying to help you. So usually, like, a man takes charge sometimes in spirit when it comes to the daughters, the granddaughters, or the youngest, or the only daughter. Or when you were born, he probably just passed away, so he took the initiative to take your life into his own hands. See, so yeah, that makes sense then. That's why I said it. All right, Bronny, I see you donated. Thank you. And you said, I'm currently looking for a job. Do you see me finding a job soon? All right, Bronny, let's check. Okay, Barb. I'm having chicken parmesan in the oven tonight. Some mushrooms, and I'm gonna probably make a salad too. That's my dinner tonight. All right. Brownie, what I got here is there is a possibility of finding a job this month. Between now and the end of the month, it's a possibility you can find a job. It might not be the job you want, but it's a job temporarily you can get if you want it. You might have to like drive a certain distance, and if you don't drive, it's going to be like a certain distance you have to travel to get to the job. So it might be like a half hour to an hour away, or it could be like, a distance where you're like, I don't know if it's really worth me going and get this job because it's far away. I don't feel like driving all that way just to go to work. I think it's like gonna mentally drain you as well, as far as like wanting to take the job, because it's a job that will pay the bills. It's a good job, but it's probably not the job that you want. But it's gonna be a job that's probably gonna be presented to you. I just feel like the job has major effort involved. You got to do a lot to get the job, or once you get this job, you're going to have to put in a lot of effort, and it's a journey to get to the job. But don't rush into any decisions, because if you do, it might not work out the way you want it to. But this, I think it's only going to be a temporary job. So even if you get the job, it's only going to be temporary. I don't see like it being nothing serious that you really want. You might take it on, or it might be a part-time job. Let me just check something here. Hey, Mike, what's up, bro? How you been? Yeah, even next month, like I still feel like you might have this job, but it's still not going to be what you really want. So I don't see like a really decent job. I just see something part-time or something temporary just to get you going. Oh, nice, Mike. So Brownie, I would say this month and next month, it's a possibility to get a job, but it might not be the job you're really looking for. It's either temporary or a far distance away, or it's like a part-time job, or it could be a full-time job, but it's not going to be what you really want. I'm going to check what's going to happen in March for a better job, see if that comes up. So March looks a bit better. It looks like you'll find a decent job, but the problem is you might be going against your decision. You might find that the job is a decent job, but you're still going to be worried and concerned about the long-term situation. So between now and March, getting a real decent job that you want and you love going to is probably not going to be possible. But I feel like if you make the right choices, things can get better. But that's totally up to you. You know what I mean? But as time goes on, you might just say, I have this job, I might as well keep it for now, and then see how things pan out in the future. So it looks like you're going to find a job, but it might not be exactly what you want, but I think you'll probably take it just because it's something that, brings in income and just somewhere you can go to work. So that's totally up to you, Brownie. for getting and finding a decent job. But looks like you'll have an opportunity, but it might not be exactly what you want. But sometimes we have to take those regular jobs to get a better job. Sometimes we got to start all over again just to get like a better position. So this can also mean you starting at the bottom of the company and working your way up, but it's going to take some time. But it doesn't look extremely bad or good. It just looks like it'll be stable enough so where you'll be okay with it. Mike, I see you donated. You can ask your question, bro. Finally, the weather's getting better here. I don't hear that much wind and rain now. Yay. Okay, Sarah. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. You know, if you ask this person to leave, if they're a woman, I think you said she, I don't know if it is. Yeah, her, yeah, okay. I got a woman here, and she's probably going to be a little petty about it. She'll probably, not be happy about it at all. Um, she'll feel like a little, you know, animosity or whatever. But I think that she'll leave if you ask her to. I think that she wouldn't have a huge problem with it. I think that she will leave if you ask her to. If you ask her to leave by the end of the month, looks like she will do it if she has to. And I think that she'll probably move in with another friend, another woman that she knows. If she has a sister, looks like she'll move in with her sister temporarily till she finds another place. So if this woman has a sister, looks like she'll just move in with her sister temporarily till she finds another place. I also feel like this person like has a, if they have a job, a good job, they don't really care about moving because they can just find another place and they can afford to stay there. And if that's not the case, then looks like they will find someone to help them, which is another woman that will help them. She might even go back to her mom's or another woman. If it's not her mom, it's her sister. If it's not neither of them, then it's another woman that she knows. So if you ask her to leave and you made a mistake, I think she would leave by the end of the month. I mean, she'll be kind of petty about it, but she'll understand because at the end of the day, it's your house. So she'll think that you're using your power to get her out, which will kind of make her kind of feel weird. But at the end of the day, she will find somewhere else with another person. So it doesn't look bad, to be honest. I don't see it ending bad. I just think at first she'll kind of be shocked or she'll kind of be upset. But afterwards, she'll be like, that's all right. I can just go to so-and-so's house. It's no big deal. Yeah. Just like I thought. She'll probably just move in with a family member. It's a family member or somebody that, she works with or she knows. So I'm getting a yes that she'll move out and she'll go to a family member's house. It won't be a big deal. That's my dog sneezing, by the way. She's right there. So Sarah, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what I get. Yeah. So if she has a family member in Ohio that she can go to, then she probably will go to that person. So it's not going to be like a huge deal. I don't see it ending bad or anything like that. I think that she'll understand to a certain point. She'll probably act a little petty at first, but she'll be like, okay, fuck it. I'll just go, and just go live with my mom or my sister or my family member. It's no big deal. Nia, you just sent me another donation. I just got it. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate it. You can go ahead and ask your questions when you're ready. So yeah, Sarah, it doesn't look bad. It looks like it's gonna be fine. It's almost like I think she gets the same vibe that you don't want her there. All right, so that's a good question. To protect yourself from your enemies or any negative energy like that, what I would suggest, you to do, Nia, is get a let me see if I have it here. Yeah, here it is. You get these, you can get them on Amazon. It's called a black tourmaline crystal. And these crystals, if you have them around you, it protects you from negativity and it protects you from any type of enemies. And you need to get like 2 or 3. You can get these little small ones, or you can get ones that are bigger like this, that look fancy. You can get ones like that. If you have some, then that's great. And when you buy them, you have to like put them in the ground, inside dirt on the ground or grass or whatever. You dig a little hole and you leave them in there for 24 hours. And then when you take them out, you wash them, and then you put one outside, one inside, and you always have one with you in your pocket. Or you're a woman, so that's great. You have a purse, so you can put this in your purse. So that way you're always protected from your enemies, and you use this as protection before you come in your home. This will protect you. When you're in your home, this crystal will protect you. And when you're traveling with this crystal in your purse or wherever you go, it'll protect you. I know that sounds very simple, but it works. Another thing you can do is get some holy water from a church or from any type of spiritual place. If you have a church near you, like your parish church or a church that you've been to in the past, you can just go to the church and take like a water bottle, go up to the fountain, pour the holy water in there, and then you have holy water. And then I would suggest to bless yourself with holy water every day before you leave your house. So as soon as you wake up, make it a ritual to bless yourself, ask for protection. As you bless yourself, say, please God, protect me, through my day, blah, blah, blah. Make a little prayer for yourself. And that's how you can protect yourself. The crystals are an added bonus to help you, to protect you. Whatever your sign is, you can also get like the crystal that, like for me, I'm Aquarius, so my crystal is amethyst. So I also have like the crystal of my birthstone, crystal. You can get that too. It also helps. Um, and just do that and you'll be fine. Holy water and black tourmaline crystals. It'll help you a lot. It'll definitely help with protection and things like that. Yeah. A Leo. I don't know what the Leo birthstone is. I can check for you. Google's my best friend. Let me see. See, Leo birthstone color gives strength against negativity and stress. So those born in August or under the sign of the lion, the peridot is their birthstone color. So it's called a peridot, Peridot. So that's your birthstone. So you can also order that. Okay, Virgo, no problem, sweetheart. I'll be on later on as well. I'll be on later on tonight. You too, Virgo. Thanks. Oh, I just Googled it and it says a peridot. So it all depends if you were born in August. Because Leo is what? July and August, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Leo is July and August. So if you're born in July, it might be a different birthstone. But if you're born in August, it says peridot. Yeah, well, I was taught too, so I just extend the knowledge, you know? But yeah, that's what you can do, Nia, is get your birthstone crystal, or you can get a bracelet. You can get you can order all that shit on Amazon or from any place that has birthstone and stuff. It's very easy. I ordered my crystals from Amazon. But even when you get them, you just cleanse them, bless them with holy water or whatever, so that way they're in your energy. So yeah, those are the things you can do to protect yourself. Also, you can light a white candle and just ask for protection, because the white candle is for protection. If you believe in God and Jesus, then you can go to Walmart and get one of those Jesus candles. Make sure it's actually a Jesus candle, and don't get one of those voodoo fucking candles and shit they have down there. Make sure it's white and it's got Jesus on it. And if you don't really, if you're not really religious like that, then just get a regular white candle. It depends on what your preference is, really. But that's how you can protect yourself. There's many ways. You can also wear, a chain with a cross. A lot of, it was weird because the other day I wore my chain. I don't wear my chain and cross all the time, but when I go out, I wear it for protection. And I know a guy that used to be like a devil worshiper type guy, and he probably still is. And I went into the store and I saw him, and he actually served me. And he was so nervous, he couldn't even be around me. He tried to avoid me just by looking at the cross because he doesn't believe in God. So I was like, oh, well, you're going to shit yourself today, bro. It was funny. I told my sister because she knows who the guy is. And it was actually pretty hilarious. I wouldn't say he's a devil worshiper, but he doesn't believe in God. So he's kind of a weirdo type of gothic type of guy. He's really weird. But somebody told me that him and his wife were doing witchcraft trash. So his energy didn't affect me because I was pretty much fending him off. So, and nothing bad happened to me afterwards. But there's many things you can do, Nia. It all depends on what your beliefs are. See, I don't push my beliefs on anybody. You know, I'm not the type of person to sit here and preach about Jesus and God and the Bible, and you know, I'm not going to push my religion or my faith on anybody. It's to each their own. But that's how I protect myself. One of my friends once told me that I shouldn't wear the cross, and I shouldn't wear that cross because that's a symbol of his suffering. But I told her, I said, well, that's how you look at it. But by me wearing the cross and wearing that, that shows me he sacrificed his life for me and for everybody else. Correct? Then she was like, yeah, I guess. Oh, well, do what you want, Mark. So she kind of never really said anything else to me about that. So I pretty much like counteracted what she was telling me. I was born and raised a Catholic, but I think that Catholic religion is wrong. I think Catholic religion changes the way you look at religion. In the Bible, it doesn't even say anything about Catholics. I think it's just self-invented. There's so many religions, and I don't like to talk about religion because people get sensitive. But you know, the last I checked and the last I know, the Bible says that Jesus was Jewish. He was the King of the Jews, right? So how can he be Catholic and how can he be Anglican or whatever else you want to call it? But, you know, yeah, exactly. So being born and raised as a Catholic and going through their system, I don't really like it because as I got older, I realized that I wasn't there for the Catholic religion. I was there for God. I was there for Jesus. That's who I serve. That's who I believe in. I don't care about Catholic religion or Jewish religion or Buddhism. I don't care about none of that shit. All I care about is I believe in Jesus and God, and that's it. That's my religion. My religion is them. You know? My belief is in them. I don't care about what your religion is. I won't bash your religion. I don't really care. You believe in whatever you want. But my spirituality is with them. So that's what I believe in. But it's a very touchy subject, and I gotta watch my mouth on here. Some people get, you know, kind of petty. All right, what will happen between you and Kyle in the next couple months? All right, let's check. All right. I think in the next few months is pretty much going to be about him. I think he's like going to be working a lot. So he's probably not going to have a lot of time to build your relationship a lot, like maybe you want to. It all depends if you want it to like go faster or if you want him to be like with you all the time, it probably won't happen because he's going to be working and he's going to be like he's going to be lazy. He's not going to want to do too many things outside of work because he's going to be too tired. Also, it looks like he's trying to get rid of his old ways, like his past. He's still like dwelling on that a lot, like his last relationship, or he might be like going through a bad investment. So if he's going through a divorce, he could be still going through settlement situations. If he's not going through a divorce, then he could be like going through a bad investment period where he's going through a bad financial state of mind right now where he's not really gaining anything. He's trying to pay off things. So he might have loans, he might have debts. So that's going to be like a factor in his life. And what I tell most women, and I'll tell you, this is my opinion, by the way, is most men that I know and most men that I've experienced in their lives, when their job and their money isn't right, then they can't love you right. They're going to find an excuse not to be with you, not to deal with you, because the only thing on their mind is work and money. And until he gets his mind right in those categories, then it's going to affect the relationship you have with him in the next few months. But in the next 2 months, I would say he's going to try and find a balance to be with you, to be at work, to figure out his life. He's going to maintain peace with you in the meantime. But just expect that he's going to show some affection. He's going to show you some balance, but he's also going to show you he's going to show you both sides. He's going to show you that lazy side, that different side of him, and he's going to show you a decent side of him. So another thing here is it looks like he's lost like a lot of material stuff, like he's lost like things that he once had. So he might have lost his car, his motorcycle, or his home, or something that he lost. It's affecting him a lot. So he might have to wait longer than that in order for things to get better between you and him. But I don't see this as a problem with you. I think it's more a problem on his end. So the next few months is going to be kind of up and down, where you'll get attention, you might possibly get affection, it might be peaceful. But if you're expecting a serious relationship in the next few months, then that's probably not going to happen. He's not going to commit to you in any serious way because of his past and because of his job and because of his money. And if he's already told you that, then that's his mentality until he changes his ways. So it's going to be pretty difficult in the next few months. Yeah. So if this is your situation as well, then this could be you also finding the balance to be with him and not worry about what your situation is. Okay, yeah. Right. So if you're not expecting anything, and remember what I told you earlier about your spirit message, this ties into this. See, this is what spirit was talking to you about earlier. Is don't expect the worst. Don't expect the best. Just allow things to flow, allow things to naturally happen, and be express yourself. Don't be quiet. Say to him things, talk to him, make him feel like that you're interested, and make him feel like about things like that. Okay. So that's why the work situation is kind of that way. I still see communication and things like that, but it still looks like a up and down flow. It still doesn't look like you both are ready to be in a relationship, and I know you're not expecting that. But in the next, what will happen between you guys is just like I said. It's going to be a matter of fixing your lives, trying to get things better for yourselves instead of together. Yeah. I think he's going to tell you about his eventually, but I think that when he talks about it, he feels kind of less ambitious. Some people, when they talk about their past or their life, it affects the rest of their day. It affects the rest of their week because they bring it up again and it starts to affect them. So I think that he might tell you some things, but he might hold back on other things. But like you said, you just met, so it's going to be a process. So in the next 3 months, if you're not expecting anything serious, it won't be anything serious. It will just be slow and steady, and it's just about feeling each other out and trying to get back what you lost. And that's probably obviously for both of you. So nothing bad though. I think he'll still talk to you and things like that. But I don't think he wants a relationship either. I think he's just getting over what he's gone through. Um, Probably. It all depends because is he? It could be to do with the zodiac sign, but if he's a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, then I would say yes. And if he's not that sign, then the King of Cups to me is a person who is very responsible, very generous, very kind, emotional. He's a business person. He's pretty good at what he does in business wise. King of Cups is usually that type of person. So if he fits that description, then it's probably him. Okay, well, there you go. That answers that question. Yeah, because the King of Cups is a water sign. So water signs are Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And usually that's a person who, when they're upright, he's a kind and generous person. Yeah, so I would say yes, Nia, that's him. Yeah, that's him. Yep. It seems like he's very worried about his work. So King of Cups is a person who dedicates their life to their job. They want to be business oriented, or they want to be good at what they do. It's their main objective. It's their main thing. So if he talks about his job a lot, or he loves his job, or if he has a position at his job, it's probably King of Cups. But people are not necessarily. They can be nice and respectful and be a Scorpio and still be the King of Cups and hate their job. So it's like you can't always be that card the whole way. But if it makes sense, then yeah, that's probably him. Yeah. King of Cups is usually a good person that loves their job and is really nice and generous and respectful and likes to do business and things like that. So and the king is also a person who's mature, a person that knows what life's about. They're not young, they're not like a teenager. Because to me in the tarot, yeah, the Leo woman is the strength card and the Queen of Wands. But a Leo woman is definitely the strength card because she's the one that holds the lion's mouth open. The Leo card is the strength card. But the Leo card, a Leo can also be the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, because you're a fire sign. But some cards have a dominant sign, like Aquarius is the star, but Aquarius is also the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords. But you can also be the Page of Swords. You can see you're a Leo, so you could be the Page of Wands. You could be the Knight of Wands. You can be the Queen of Wands, but you're definitely the Strength card, which is the Leo card. See, a lot of people also label an Aries as the Magician and the Emperor and the Fire sign cards. So tarot has, its ways, its signs, things like that. The Scorpio is the Death card. And the Scorpio, the Death card showed up in your reading. The Death card is right here. That was the first card. And that's a Scorpio. And you were asking about it. So that came up twice. See? Yeah, I don't really get into the moon. I'm a Virgo moon, and I'm Venus in Aries. I'm double Aquarius. I'm Aquarius sun and rising, ascendant. So that's why I just got my birth chart done properly, and it still says the same things. All right, that's my sister messaging me saying that dinner's ready, so I'm gonna go have dinner with her and the boys. But I will be back in about 3 hours. I'm going to eat my dinner, then I'm gonna watch some basketball with my nephews, and I'll be back in about 3 hours time. And I'm gonna hang out tonight and probably do the same thing, do messages and talk some shit and have fun. Alrighty. So Nia, it was great talking to you. Thanks for the donations and the asking good questions, and hopefully that helped you. And try and do if you forget, just go back and listen to what I said and get all the things that I told you, and then it'll help you. Yeah. Well, I don't take down the videos, so you'll hear it eventually if you forget. So write everything down on a paper and get everything, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's very easy. All righty. All right. Thanks, sweetheart. I'll see you later on if you want to come by. I'll be by in about 3 hours or so. All right. Thanks a lot.